former work colleagues.
Former work colleagues, yes. We used to work together, and then after quite a long time apart, doing our own music, we
bumped into
each other, and I said to you I had a few songs I've been working on. Would you have a listen to them? And I guess it all happened from there, didn't it?
Yeah, and it did, and I was so inspired meeting you at that party that I forgot to. It was a meal for someone's birthday. Someone's 50th. No, it wasn't. It was a retirement do, wasn't it?
It was a retirement do.
And I was so inspired that I forgot to pay and left without paying.
Correct, you
for
did
food
forget
and drink.
to pay. Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, they're still trying to track you down, aren't they? That restaurant still haven't caught you.
Yeah.
Better not name the restaurant because
no.
they'd know because we'd be on the film.
We will.
So in terms of how we work together, what I tend to do is sort of create a canvas of guitar, synth, drums, music, and because I sort of struggle with vocal melodies, I then send it to Alistair, and then you do your bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which is fun because it's the other way round from how I've worked before, really. Writing lyrics and melodies to someone else's music.
And I like having the pressure taken off, having to come up with a lyric and a melody.
And I like having the pressure of having to do the music.
So it works really well, actually, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does.
What goes on in my mind? I have a constant chatter about bin day, which bin is on which day, particularly Mondays and Tuesdays. Mondays is recycling, or is it food waste? So there you go. I'll just check on my phone.
You better check. And what goes on in my mind is
Tuesdays is food waste.
Okay.
Mondays is general waste.
Right.
But you can see why it goes on in my mind, because I couldn't remember then. I had to use check my phone. But what goes on in your mind?
I think about tuna pasta quite a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't think about it in the food bin. I think about it on my plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we work well together.
Yeah,
because
it is.
You start off with the meal, and I end up, disposing of it.
The scrapings. Yeah.
Well, I think going back to when we met, I really had a desire to sort of make synth pop rock with an 80s echo, really, and I knew that Alistair was a fan of that sort of genre. So I was pleased when we met up, because there was something I was trying to do, having often sort of been involved with indie music and that sort of guitar sound. It was great to introduce some synths.
Yeah, I think we're quite eclectic, aren't we? I think the thing that all the songs have got in common is that it's sort of a classic songwriting structure, really, isn't it? And there's quite an emphasis on melodies, but it could be, some of them sound more guitar based, some of them sound more synthy, but I think it's all about the melody and the song, isn't it?
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, there's although I say sort of 80s synth pop, there's a real variety of sort of echoes of different genres within our music. I think that's what makes it so interesting.
Yeah. People should listen to our album because it is very eclectic, and it takes you on a journey, and if you want it to wash over you, then you can listen to it like that, and it's nice in the background. But also, if you want to go deep, then I think it will hopefully reward repeated listens.
I think so. I think in terms of individual songs, if you invest in them, even we sort of hear different nuance and different sounds in there, and interesting sort of themes as we're playing them. So I agree with you. You need to, if you invest in the songs, they will reward you. But likewise, on a superficial level, it's got a great sound. It's got a great sound.
But the main reason you should listen to it is because we need the money from streaming, and we need to pay our utility bills. Yeah. So that's why you should listen to it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, and that again, coming back to the utility bills, food waste. It's all related. It's definitely something else that's on my mind, particularly with the price cap today. What was it? Very high. So please listen to our album and donate to our. We should do a GoFundMe thing, shouldn't we? Oh, what's yours?
I quite like what goes on in my mind. That's probably that might be my favourite track. I quite like that one.
Do you know what I like? And it wasn't originally my favourite, but I think it's got this sprawling, proggy theme, is High Hedges. I think, it talks about investing songs. That one is just, I think it's incredible.
It's almost a title track because the cover art refers to it.
Yeah, it does.
So no, it is.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a centrepiece, that one.
It is, yeah.
So if you can get through 6 minutes of it, it takes you on a journey.
That's our longest song, isn't it?
It is, but it's worth the journey.
Yeah.
It's worth the journey. Yeah.
I also like Same Sunlight as well, just to put that in there. Again, that's quite a... My mum was telling me this last night. It's like the romantic poets, they had that theme of time rushing on, you know.
Impermanence.
Impermanence. That is the word, impermanence.
Everything's very fleeting.
Yeah.
And ephemeral.
Yeah, except for our album, which is 20 songs long.
I'm quite ephemeral.
Yes.
That's what I was always told at school anyway, yeah.
Well, I don't even know what ephemeral means. I do know what it means.